Hey guys, MD Prepper here for my second gun review. Got some pretty good feedback on my other bullpup, so I decided to do a review on my second bullpup. Actually, this was the first bullpup I owned. This is a Bushmaster M17s. They don't make these anymore. They stopped in about 2005. They're originally of Australian production. Eventually that bounced from one American company to another. Finally ended up with Bushmaster, who produced it for a few years and then stopped making them back in 2005. Start off with, this is chambered in 5.56 or 223. Takes your standard STANAG M16 magazines. I've got a synthetic one in here right now. We'll talk about that in a minute. Overall, it is 8.2 pounds. Total length is a mere 30 inches total. Barrel is a whopping 21.5 inches, which is fantastic on a 30-inch barrel, or a 30-inch system here. One interesting little factoid about this rifle is it is perfectly balanced here at the pistol grip, and it will balance perfectly on that pistol grip, assuming you don't have any other optics or anything on it. So this thing is well balanced. Of course, it is a bullpup. Magazine's in the rear, pistol grip's in the front. What you'll run into with this is, of course, a slightly longer trigger pull, a little bit more creep than you're used to in your standard AR rifle. Reasonably decent though. Not a bad trigger at all. Now, you may have just seen me goof up there. Where's the charging handle on this bad boy? Doesn't seem to be here. Doesn't seem to be here. It's actually integral as part of the grip up here up top. Sorry guys, hard time here with this thing. There you go. Charging handle slips up forward. This does not reciprocate back with normal firing. And you do not have to pull this back with an empty magazine. Bolt will hold back on an empty mag. All you have to do, press the lever right there, good to go. This thing takes any kind of standard STANAG mags. 20s will fit flush with the pistol grip if you're laying down, prone position shooting, but if you're up and about, I like the 30s better. I think they're easier to take out. The magazine release is two-sided. You have one on this side, which is going to be hard to use. Your standard right-handed shooter. It's too hard to get to. What you'll need to get used to is flipping around here, if you can see that, and pushing this button here for the mag release. These mags do not pop out like your standard AR. They're, because the polymer lower, they stick fairly well. They're fairly well no drop, so you need a mag that you can get a good grip on and pull out. Personally, my favorite mags for this gun are these Syntech mags. Saw these on CDN Investments and a few other sites over the years, and bought quite a few of them. Haven't seen any around recently, and best I can tell, the company's no longer in business. Great 30-round mags. I like the checkering pattern here. You got some good grip here on the front part of the mag. I think these are ideal for this bullpup design and the kind of odd angle that you have to remove magazines with. These work the best. The Tango Down magazines also work real well. Don't particularly like the standard GI mags. They work okay. The only mag I would caution you about are these Master Molder thermals. Love them in all my other ARs. Easy to grip, easy to remove, especially in this rifle. Only problem is I've consistently had a problem with the last round in the magazine not wanting to feed, and I don't know what that has to do with. The follower here is the best I can figure. Works fine in all my other rifles, but anytime I shoot these magazines, the very last round, I don't care if I put 5 in the magazine or 30, the last round will not chamber, even if I work the charging handle. So stay away from those in this rifle. Otherwise, they're good mags. Recoil on this bad boy, very reasonable. Obviously, being a bullpup, it's well weighted. Again, it's 5.56, 223. Not exactly the most fierce round out there. Takedown is very similar to an AR-15. You've got a pin here and a pin right there that you push out this way. It lifts up just like an AR. Now, the internals are very different. This is actually based on the AR-18, which was a theoretical rifle back in the day that never got picked up. It's basically a piston design, much more reliable function-wise, can function a whole lot better dirtier. This thing, incredibly accurate. I've heard of some reports of being able to effectively take out coyotes at 350 yards with this thing. Haven't done that myself. Other things, the bottom is a polymer. The grip's integral with that. In one piece, so you can't really do much with that grip. Upper is all aluminum, which makes it very lightweight. Very sleek. The only problem I run into is if you fire too many magazines in quick succession, this forward grip here gets real hot. Hot to the point you can't handle it unless you've got gloves on. Now, well, quick way I found to remedy that is, of course, grab the shoulder strap here up the front, and using a bullpup kind of design, that's fairly easy to point. It makes a fairly decent vertical extension on it. Not that I want to do that all the time. This thing can't be really customized particularly well unless you want to do a lot of work to it. There's no way to attach rails. Wish we had a Picatinny rail, something like that under there for accessories, or here on the sides, but again, this rifle's a bit older. They didn't do all that fun stuff back in the day. This does have integral sights. Backups here that you can see through. Fairly narrow backup sights. They say they're good for about 25 yards. I've shot effectively at 50 yards with them. No major problems, but that's not really what I want to rely on with this rifle. Optics are a must. You got a fairly decent offset here from the barrel, but I went ahead and put one of my favorite red dots, leapers, which is available in both. It has red and green settings for day versus nighttime use. Works really, really well. Never had any problems with that leapers on there. Good rifle. If you want to turn some heads at the range and be one of the cool kids with something nobody else has, I'd highly recommend one of these. Do I like it as much as my standard AR rifle? Probably not, but I like the cool factor of it. Again, if I had to be raiding a small building, something up close, possibly shooting from a car in zombie apocalypse, this is going to be a much better rifle, much tighter, much more compact. Again, just a neat little rifle, neat accessory. I got it for, I believe, $650 from a gunsmith who was on hard times with the tough economy. I think they run about $750 or so in general when you can find them. Anyway, a very good rifle. Welcome your questions, and hopefully I'll have some better reviews here in the future. We'll probably do a head-to-head comparison between this rifle and the Bullpup. I'll go ahead and give you a spoiler. I like the Bullpup better. Either way, MB Prepper out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.